I'd like to talk a little bit about a program I use once a month. It's like changing the oil in your car. It's called CCleaner, and it cleans your browsers and your machine from broken, unused files and keeps it running like it's brand new. Especially on older machines, it's very important. But even on a brand new one, after about 30 days, it's going to start bogging down because your cache memory is limited in your browser, and it's a good idea to always monitor your startup folder. I'd like to go through a couple of things and show you. Once you download Once you download and install, you'll go get the CCleaner program in your Start, My Programs, or search for CCleaner. Um, you can open it here, and as it opens, it will look like this. So the first thing we're going to do is analyze. So the first, we'll do three things: clean, registry, and tools over here. First thing, I want to think of these as 1, 2, 3. That's registry would be 2, tools 3. So first thing we're going to do is clean it. We're going to analyze, and to clean it properly, it needs to close these browsers. So it's probably going to signal that it wants this browser, this Chrome browser behind me closed. It's going to tell me that. Oh, well, it went ahead and cleaned it. So we have 22 megs to clean. Also, I'll tell you your specs up here. We have Core i5, 1.8 gigahertz, 4 gigs of RAM. So our cache is the browser memory, and your RAM is your short-term memory on your computer. Every time we look at a picture, it saves a little picture in case we go back a little later, 2 hours later, so it can load it that much faster. And over a period of time, you end up building up. I don't even use Internet Explorer, but we have temporary internet files that build up because programs use Internet Explorer to piggyback. You might not even be aware. Some of the programs are using these. But these are the little things that it picked up that it needs to be deleted. So I'm going to run CCleaner. And I often find that guys are running, they're dirty 2 gigs of RAM on 4 gigs, or you might have 2 gigs of RAM total and be 1 gig dirty, just running at less than 50%. So we've cleaned 25 megs. We'll go to the registry now. Same type of issue. We're going to scan, and it's going to find all kinds of broken files like in the engine of the computer. This is very important that you don't ever do anything here that you didn't know what to do. So that makes it even better that the tool is available and makes it very, very easy to do this. The only thing we want to do is before we make any changes on fix selected issues, to be sure and do a backup. So when it finishes here, we'll do a backup, and then wherever it prompts you to save, you save at that location, and you don't have to worry about it. With the backup, you can always restore from that backup point. Okay, it finished up and has 100%. We go fix selected issues. Do you want to back up registry changes to the registry? Yes. It's going to open a file explorer window. And then we put it in my documents. You could add a folder here of, and say my backups, and then just add it into that folder. The CC is CCleaner. It's going to put the date and also some kind of time to represent. That's the last one I had. So we'll go ahead and save this and fix all selected issues. 1 out of 18. So we fixed 18 issues, and we'll go down to the startup folder. Now this is important. We'll go Tools, Startup. All these are running when you turn on the machine. So it is important that you monitor and maintain this category, or every time you install a program, it's going to want to take over and be your best friend. Google Drive Sync, CCleaner monitoring, AirDroid's one I have, uTorrent for files. We don't need Adobe until we ask for it. So basically, we want programs on call. When we need it, we go ask for it. We want them to open and run at that time, not when you turn on the computer. So it's very important that you go through the startup folder, and anything that is bold like this that you don't need at startup. Now ACES comes with my machine. AVAS is my security. If you don't understand the name, chances are it's a program file, and we just leave it alone. These are ones that you recognize that you downloaded Google Drive. Okay, and when it downloads, it's going to be bold like this because it's enabled to run and sync the Google Drive. I don't use Google Drive that much, so I don't need it syncing or trying to boot up and sync every time I start my machine. So I will disable that. And if you go down there and do these 3 things once a month, your computer will run up to factory spec, just like it was brand new. I hope you'll really try it, put it to use. It's a must-have, and especially in as much browser activity as we're doing in the game. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.